It is a national thing. It's induced by national economic policies. And until those policies begin to yield fruits, things will not change. Okay, gentlemen, I need to leave. It's almost 11:30. I just need to leave.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. It's nice.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, everyone.
All right. Jack, you just joined us. Do you have anything to contribute, Jack? If you have anything, go ahead.
Yes. Yes. Good evening, everybody. It's just that it's quite unfortunate I didn't see this on time. I can make like be on time so that I will ask the commissioner a few questions regarding the president's visit to the state, right? So I don't know. Honorable Commissioner, do you still have time to take questions, or you want to?
We have already discussed the president's visit.
Oh.
Question. It may be I matches this broadcast.
No. Maybe some other time. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, host.
Thank you.
Can you before I with this program, host?
It depends on commissioner's time. No, Bobo no more time. But Bobo no more enough time. And get post is here before the time.
Okay, well, thank you very much and
That's
good night.
it.
All right. Thank you
Good night,
very much.
everyone. Good night,
All right.
Umunem Kachikono.
We are joined by Mazi Ozeke. Mazi, Deo.
Ekene m ụnụ. M na-abatazi m oyi nwoke ọ bụrụ na mgbe ọ na-apụ apụ.
Ịbata bụ na na-eche ka igwu okwu ọ dị ka ịpụkwazi.
Nna man and things are doing.
For Abu. Enwere m questions for Honorable man, not because of time. Because I just made you aware see mgbe ha jedo Fernand Kano. Kelo, what was their discussion? And Kelife Batan here about there. A merry implement because I wouldn't implement. I don't think an Ifega did to all the Ketana. But anyway, I don't know. Mazi, where anything in well equal no then
Sorry, Ikenga, biko ewe n'iwe. Ịma sị oge maazị nọ na space. Onwe ajụjụ njụa. If I can get a job. I know when the kind of twist that talk. The water go. And it's just that he started with you are talking about thousands of youths. Mas, yeah, okay, no problem. I am talking about myself. I need a job. Okay, water. And at the end of the day, there was no actual response to that particular thing. If you cool, you contact Kenga to give you my number. Now, this is the problem. Where this problem lies, or which encouragement can Anambra youth or youth ala Igbo where someone will talk to a commissioner of information about a job and the twist here you got left or twist here you got right, it's not proper to me. Honestly speaking, you might look it in another way. You might
my brother, just stop. Don't ruin your chances. You're being mischievous. The guy just answered in the right way he should.
You see what I'm saying? Now, it now looks like...
Don't be mischievous. You ruin your chances. He asked you to contact him.
Now, listen
he
to
asked
me.
you to send your CV.
Now,
is that what
he did not tell me to send my CV.
That's what he said.
He said it here.
How can you tell me to send my CV? Why asking for another person to send number to me? You guys
So
should
you want
see
the
the
honorable
pictures
commissioner
in
to
this
come and
No, he
group.
said
display
that you should
his number
collect
publicly?
his number from the host
From the
Now,
host. That's what he said.
me
Ah,
and
and
you,
my
chat
me
him
goodness.
on
and you
WhatsApp
know that this
and
thing,
chat him on WhatsApp.
me and you know that this thing will never go through. It's not about spiritual something. It's not about
Then don't bother yourself. Don't apply. Just look
which
at how
Bro,
people
apply.
bring
try
their
first.
chances.
Was there a porter in the
Try
first
first. Try
instance, right?
first.
Brother,
Why are you behaving
I
like
got
this? We are trying
I
to
got
hold our people accountable, and it's not about this thing. Yes, I need that job. Honestly speaking, I need that job.
the
But
job
it's
I'm
time to
doing
roll
But
up
now with
CV on
the
Anambra
this
way
State.
you
event.
I
guys
am
are saying it, when someone says something and say the
Okay,
truth to power, you just
okay,
feel like
okay, okay.
they are
Ginger, can
attacking
you wait?
one kind
Ginger,
superpower.
can
It's
you
not
wait?
making sense.
Okay, Ginger, can you wait for Michael? Or okay, Michael, can you wait? Michael will answer you. Then Mazi will also answer you. If Maswell will do so too, that would be good. Just wait, Michael. Go ahead.
Again, I actually picked the phone because I didn't want to engage the commissioner. I just wanted to listen to him tonight. But surprisingly, a young man here asked for a favor from the commissioner of information in relation to the course you supposedly studied. He asked you, you have a CV to present, and he gave you the privilege to collect his number and test him via WhatsApp. And the moment he left, look at how you're making the whole thing sound. If I were him, forget that job. You won't get it. There are thousands of people looking for such opportunity,
Now,
and you're
Michael, let me
lucky to get
respond
it.
to you regarding this thing you said. Okay, I
No,
was
Wait,
born
wait,
Ginger.
wait,
and
wait.
bred.
Wait,
I
we
was
all
born
I
and
was
bred
here
in
when you
Delta
applied.
State.
I said I
Okay,
was here. Listen,
Mike,
Ginger.
I was
listen,
born
Ginger.
and bred
listen.
in Delta.
Ginger. This is not how we do it here. Here we talk orderly. You will allow him to land, then you will talk. Please allow Michael to finish, then you will then talk.
Host,
So
please.
Ikenga,
Okay.
the young man, if he has a certificate, as he said, and you have this privilege. Do you know how many people that are looking for such privilege? You have this privilege this night to have the honorable commissioner at least hold him by his word, collect number from Ikenga, apply. Maybe you're qualified, maybe you're not qualified. It's not a guarantee. You understand? It's not a guarantee, but that opportunity he offered you, collect my number and test me via WhatsApp. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is?
That was why I
Norm-
was saying, can I respond
Normally, if
to
you want to
you?
apply to a job, you go and submit
Can I
your,
respond to
your
you? Because this was not an interview, all right? Because I know from my own perspective, from what I studied, I know I will pass that interview, unless it's a biased interview. But based on what I studied and what I can do, I will pass that interview with flying
my
colors. I
brother,
know that.
my brother.
Now,
Before you
listen to
were
me.
called, before in any
I
organization,
never grew up
before
in
they call you
Anambra
for
State.
interview, you have
Listen,
to
my
first of
brother Mike.
no,
I
no,
never
no, no.
grew
Don't tell
up.
me listen. We are
Please.
not organizing a job search conference here.
No, 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 no,
Before
no,
you,
no. This was
before
a
any
space.
organization asks you for interview, you
This
have to
was a
apply.
space. This
You
was a
have to
Twitter
apply
space
first
where
and
the
foremost. They
commissioner
have
of
to
information.
publicize that there is opportunity for application. And somebody in the position of a honorable commissioner of a state asks you, contact me via somebody, write me on WhatsApp, give me your CV, let me see what I can do. And immediately he left. This is what you're saying. I don't think
Michael,
you
I
are
wanted
Anambra.
to say
I
this
don't think
thing
you're from Anambra.
I wanted to
You are
say
not
this
from
thing
Anambra.
where he
I don't think
was.
that.
I wanted to say this thing where he was, but there was a limit of the question we were asking him. This is what we are saying. We should hold our leaders accountable and we should talk to them, not fearing that they are one kind demigod. These are some things that are right to us. Just give us that opportunity to show ourselves. I never grew up in Anambra State. I actually grew
Uh,
up in Delta State.
Mr.
And
Ganja.
that's, hold on, Mazi,
Okay,
please.
okay,
I
Ginger,
actually
wait.
grew up in
The
Delta State,
commissioner's
and
friend is here.
I met with
Uh,
Friday Osanebi. I met with Friday Osanebi, and Friday Osanebi told me the same number, year 2017. Then, in year 2020, in Abo, Ndokwa East local government, I met with Eddie Martins. This guy told me everything that I should. I actually got admission in Saint Paris University in France. I paid for all those things. But I know how politics work. These guys will actually attend to you on camera. Now, this is the problem. I actually need that job if it's free and fair. I wanted to ask him that question, but I was limited to some question. I've talked with two prominent politicians in Delta State.
But Ginger, this is not how somebody who is looking for job. It's as if is a mandatory that the commissioner
It's
must
not
give you.
mandatory because I never got the job from Friday, and then I never got the job
Ikenga,
from
Ikenga.
the other man.
Let me.
But the
Yes,
problem is when someone asks
Max,
you
you
if
are
there
saying
is a
something.
job, there's a direct answer you give the person. Is a yes or
Okay,
no.
okay, okay.
Because
Ginger, just hold on.
I've passed this.
Just,
You know my age right now. Eh? I am
yeah,
more than
Ginger, just
30 years
hold
old,
on
and
now.
this is the dance we've been
Okay,
dancing.
Ginger, hold on. Allow Max.
My brother, where are you from in Anambra State? Sorry.
Sorry, say what?
Where are you from in Anambra State?
I'm not from Anambra State. I am from Delta State, but my own local
You
government is sharing a
oh
boundary with
sorry
Obaru
about
local
that.
government. That means
Sorry to
my
sorry to
own
bust
local
your bubble.
government is
Your
Obaru
chances
local
is reduced
government.
to 3%.
You say what?
Your chances to getting at that job is reduced to 3%.
No, sorry,
Number one,
Michael.
the commissioner of information will
Michael.
Now
listen to
look at
this.
what you
Michael.
are
Number
saying.
two,
Now look at
number
what
two,
you
you're
are
not even
saying.
from
If
the
someone
state.
tells you now and is qualified for
Michael.
a job in Lagos State, are
Michael.
you
I
trying to
think.
tell the person now that he's because he's from? Is that what you are trying to say? If someone is from Lagos State now, that person.
Ginger, just wait. Ginger, wait. Allow Mazioke to talk. Then you can then answer. Please. Maz, go ahead.
Ikenga, thank you very much. I think if I use the word the young man, I may not necessarily be mistaken. I think you are. How do I say this? You are acting out of misconception that is laced with prejudice. I do not know those that have failed you to give you a job in Delta State. Then you jump on a space with a commissioner of Anambra State, of information in Anambra State, and he was very kind to say, okay, you apply for this job, get my number from the host, then let's take it from there. That is called door opening. That is the best thing you would have done is to wait, inbox the host, collect the number, tweak your CV, update your CV, send your CV across. Wait for a day or two, ensure he has read it, then go back and say, Honorable Commissioner, please refer my CV so sent on so date. Listen, with all due respect, even if you have a first class, that doesn't necessarily make you that automatic that when you go for a job interview that you must get it. You have the best programmers, you have the best developers. They go on an interview on a dev job, still they don't. This is even in the private sector. You have the best doctors, they still go on interview. Maybe something happened, maybe they panicked or anything on an interview. They don't. This evening, you were given opportunity to set your foot into getting a job. Do you know what you have done? Let me be frank with you. What you have done with the attitude, I have never met you, I don't know you, but they say he who is closer to a person will perceive the order that comes from the mouth. Onye nọ mmadụ nso na-anụ isi ezi ya. You haven't shown good faith because you haven't given him benefit of doubt. If you were failed by others, you have just concluded now that he's going to fail you, that he's not interested in giving you that job. That's not fair to him. Honestly, you're not being fair to him. What I think you will do, I pray that he doesn't listen to what you've said in order not to pollute his mind. I will suggest you collect the number from Ikenga. You go back, do your CV properly, send it to him, and find out if you will. Again, in this life, competition is everywhere. When people talk about they make good grades, thousands of people make first class and they are so smart. We are not the only people. So
Sorry, don't be offended. Do you understand the young man is not even from Anambra State? He's talking
no. Sorry, Michael, don't go there. See, don't go there. I don't want to reduce this conversation as to Anambra or no Anambra. The guy said I do not know, understand what he said, but he says he has a unique skill or that he studied something unique, right? So I am speaking to him based on that he has something to offer. And again, if you recall that even the governor of Anambra State, I think during the time the president came, made allusion to how he has been able to employ people from even outside the state. I, as a person, I advocate that states must employ people from other states based on merit and qualification, not just for the mere sake that this person is not from. So I don't want us to really reduce this conversation to, oh, this guy is not from Anambra State. Please, I beg us, let's not do that. Let's leave him with the commissioner and the recruitment board or whatever to look at his qualification based on his qualification and experience. If he does not meet the threshold, he will not get the job because commissioner told him to give him the telephone number on Twitter. But if he meets it, and his services and skills are needed, damn it, then he should be given the opportunity at least to come for the
Mazi,
interview
please, I'm
for them to
sorry.
listen to him.
You don't understand where I am coming from.
I
Now,
do,
what
I
you
do,
guys
because I spent
perceive
time
it
to listen to
was
you.
in a way of disrespect, or in a way that I don't believe in the commissioner, or in a way that everything just seems, uh, I don't know how to put it in words. But I am telling you that this is not the first politician I
No,
have talked to.
exactly. And I
All
said
right.
you are
And
starting your
I know how
conversation
these
with
guys operate
prejudice.
because there was
Listen,
a direct question to him.
listen, what you're
I
saying,
when I
sorry,
was
sorry,
talking to
sorry,
him,
sorry.
I said,
What you're
I
saying
want
is
to
actually
ask you
irritating.
But
just one question.
you're just
Listen,
dragging this. He
this
doesn't have
young
faith
man,
in
hold on,
politician,
hold on, hold on.
but yet he's
What
asking the
you're
politician for a
saying,
favor.
sorry, what you're saying is actually irritating because you're taking what another person from another state told
In
you.
his own state, though,
I don't care which state, from another state, and then you come and you want to judge an individual who was kind enough. Do you want him to come and lick your shoes? You came unplanned on nothing and you said, I need a job. And he asked you, send me your CV through the my telephone number, but the telephone number you're going to get the telephone number from Ikenga. Do you want him to start telling you my telephone number is 070 Is that what you wanted him to do? You're not being fair to him for crying
I'm
out
not being
loud.
fair to him, but this is an open space. And I had the courtesy to wait for him to leave off the space because
Okay,
he
sorry.
said it's a
What
level.
do you
And I think
let me
I
rephrase this?
think we are
What
having
do
a
you have expected
conversation
him to
as
do?
youth who want things to be better within ourselves. And this is the point I'm driving at. All right. We have to talk to ourselves. No, nobody right here, nobody in this space right now is up to 52 years. Nobody
You
in
see,
this
that's what
group.
you think.
That is
Because
what
we
I
are in
think,
space.
yes.
Mark, this
And
guy is
I
Again,
speech
very
feel
very
that
well.
we
insulting.
should have
Very
a
insulting.
Did you
communication
listen to his the
with
first time he was
ourselves.
talking to the
And for
commissioner?
Michael
He
to
said
come
him
out
and
and
thousands.
say that my state and that, Michael, let me tell you the honest truth. All right, I might be more Anambra than you. Whether you believe it or not is your own problem. I am from Uchi, and from the problem of the Nigerian sharing all this state creation. That was why I fell into Delta State. Where I play my football is Obaru local government, and that is where our headquarters is. I might not be very, very fluent in Anambra or Igbo language, but I know and I know the culture, and that is what we practice.
Nobody from Obaru is not fluent in Igbo language.
I might not be
I am
able
from
to
Obaru
speak it because
myself. I am
me
from
myself,
Obaru
I am
myself.
from Uchi. In fact, my own clan is Owolokumedo. That is my own clan. Fulani herdsmen attacked my clan in 1993. Fulani herdsmen attacked my own clan. There are living witness there.
So
I
what's the point?
I
What's
use
the point
boats
bringing
from I
Fulani
use
right
boats
now?
from Obakoba to my own
What is the
village.
point bringing
So you
Fulani in
don't
this
have to tell
conversation?
me that in your state or in your this one, I might be more Anambra than you.
Accepted. What is
But
the
we are
point
having a
bringing Fulani here?
conversation while the commissioner is away. We are having a conversation as youth. I might get that job, good. I might not get that job, good. But this is
So
what
what
we are
conversation
saying because
you are
there
asked?
are
What
thousands.
conversation?
Just like
What
when I
other
started that
conversation do you want to have with
conversation,
him?
he said,
What
"What?
other conversation to tell you that the job is not available? Was it
What do
what you were
what do
expected?
you actually expect? Sorry, guys. Let's bring decorum here. Ganja or whatever. You actually interjected me while I was talking, so I kept quiet and I muted. I want to actually then ask you a direct question. It appears. Let me, because I try to honestly be fair to understand you, so that I do not come across as if I do not want to understand what you're saying. Now, what is your problem with the way the commissioner answered your question, and what do you
Now,
want him to
there
do?
was a clause in that particular reply that he responded to me,
And which
and that
was?
was my own problem.
Which
When you know
was?
when I wanted to respond, Ikenga said, "You have asked him," and I respect. I said, "Okay, no problem. Let me just let this man rest.
What was
Maybe
the
when he's
clause,
out of the
please?
space, we can now converse." Now, the response was, "That one is hard, though." That was what he said first. He said, "That one is hard, though." And now, first of all, I told him that I'm a graduate of computer science. And not just computer science, I also studied information management technology. And I'm very good at what I do.
That's what you
And I
think that
asked
you are
him,
good at.
and I
Hold on,
asked him a
hold on,
question. I
hold on.
said,
With due
"Is
respect,
there a job?" I never asked him if there's a government job. I asked him if there's a job. Because this is what thousands of youths are going through. Are
and
you
what did he
seeing the
say?
point
Yes,
I'm coming from?
he asked him if there was a job, and what was his instinctive reaction?
His response was, "This one will be hard though."
Exactly,
And he
meaning
was like,
someone who, my brother.
No.
You see, if you would allow me, you said you are in your early 30s. Okay, if you allow me, I will talk to you as a younger brother. Now, not sounding as if I'm defending him, I believe many people listening to us will learn one or two things from here, from this conversation. You asked someone, he doesn't know you, he hasn't met you, but you asked a question that you studied computer science. We know what it means to study computer science in a Nigerian university. And you do information management, whatever that means. Okay, then he instinctively said to you, this one go hard though. However, I will still be of help. Send me your CV. Let me see what I can do. How do you send your CV? Get my number from the host. Send your CV across. Then you take offense. Hold
I
on.
didn't take offense. This
No,
is the
the way you
problem.
have spoken,
Because
listen
now,
now, the way
see
you
that you
listen.
said something about not knowing someone and judging that person. Now there's a way that all from Igbo land attend to something. Okay, this guy is a commissioner under a government, and this government is supposed to be held accountable for something. Are you understanding this thing?
So the government is supposed to, the Anambra state government is supposed to be held accountable for you not having a job. Is that what you are alluding to?
Look,
Do you actually listen to yourself?
if there is a room,
Must just look at the conversation you're
No,
if
no,
there
having.
hold on,
is
no,
a
no, hold on,
room,
hold on, please, Michael,
Michael,
just
hold
keep
on.
quiet.
I'm having a conversation with
Mike,
man.
Michael, hold on, because
Okay,
this is
I'm having a
leading to
conversation
somewhere.
with this man.
It's
Okay, now,
annoying. It's
if there was a
annoying.
room, if there was a room for that employment, I will not be on the space by 12:15.
So how do you know that there was no room for that employment?
Now, which or your name? Just help me name one. We are talking.
What?
I'm not talking about any other job employment. I'm talking about people that are into information management and people that are into computer in Anambra State. Can
Okay,
you tell me
I
this
know,
thing?
I know, I know. If I'm not being if I'm, if I'm being modest, I know more than 10 people, and I
10
know
people
about.
or
Hold
10
on,
opportunities for
no, 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 no,
youth to
10
make it in
individuals. Now
Anambra
you
State.
asked me. Hold on, you asked me if I know, and now I know about 8 of them. No, sorry, 6 of them without job. You know what they've done? They've done. I know about 2 people that I personally paid. One of them reached out to me through Twitter here that I paid for them to go do more developer courses. One is doing Python, the other one is doing uh, the the coding whatever. I mean, the fact is that these individuals, they've graduated, they are like you, and they are now going into learn to become certified in their various areas. If I asked you now, are you outside your university degrees, what type of certifications do you have
I have
aside your
I
degrees? Yeah.
have Cisco certification.
Cisco, right?
Yes, I have MIT certification
On what?
on management information technology.
Okay.
This is what I've been trying to say
Hold
this
on
thing since,
now.
but
See,
now
a
you
lot of
don't
people are
understand
listening
me.
to
What
you.
you
You must
mentioned,
not do a
you were
government job.
mentioning about languages in programming, about Python and all those languages. You know, these are something that you paid for someone to go and study to specialize in this particular language. And when that person understand that language, then he can come into MIT, and there is a broad spectrum in MIT. But with this mindset that when someone wants to talk to a commissioner or talk to a leader, where you know your worth in a civilized country, right? You can't
I hear
you
I
can't
hear
you can't
element
joke with
sorry, I
someone
hear
that is doing
element
an
sorry.
MIT.
I
And
hear
this is a
element of
simple
listen.
something.
I hear element of pride. I'm not
It's
advising
not
you now.
pride.
No,
This is
hold
the
on now.
problem.
No,
You see one
no.
thing about
I
our
hear
people,
I
Now,
hear
Manzi,
element
see
of
one thing
pride.
about our
When you
people. There
say
was something I
when you
noticed.
know your worth, my
Manzi,
brother,
see,
listen.
I was in one Discord group,
Nah,
and
Mazi,
there's
Mazi,
something
Okay,
I
Mazi, before
I'll
my
leave you
hand.
to this because I wanted to talk to you as but apparently you don't want to. Let me tell.
No,
Let
Manzi,
me.
I will really
Are
listen
you?
to
No,
you.
no, no,
I
Did you
no.
hear
invite
him
Hold on,
complain
hold on.
myself to
about
you.
your
Let me
position
let
in
me make
If
this
you
last
really
Paris?
know
point.
me, I will
Let
really
me. No, no,
listen
no,
to
no. I
you.
don't need
I'm
to
someone
know
who
you,
listens.
but
But let me
no.
tell you something. I was in a
Listen.
Discord group
I
where
don't
people were
forget
talking,
Discord group now.
and
Here is this space. I do not know you. I haven't met you, but by the conversation I have, in the last 5 to 10 minutes, I can deduce that whatever you think you have studied, it's somewhat subconsciously getting into your brain that you think
Now this is
that
the
you're something
problem. This
special.
is the
It can
problem. You see that I did not even get angry why you say this thing,
no
because
what
I said you don't know me.
Mazi, simply ask
Okay,
this young
you
man.
don't
okay.
know me
He
because
graduated from my
while
university.
while
In
Neither
that
while
do
same
you know
university,
me.
there
I
were
was in
other
a
people in the same
Discord,
department like him.
while I was
Neither
in
do
a
you know me.
yes, there are many people more than me. There are even people with
So
PhD.
why are you so interested that if you present your certificate to whoever in Anambra State, they will just
Listen
grab you
to
in?
me. There is something that our people don't understand. If I was saying this thing in
Okay,
a
Mr.
foreign
Know It All,
space
I leave you to
or
that. But you have missed an opportunity
another
for us to
country,
help you
right?
tonight.
I
They
know
will
the
try to
commissioner will
listen
listen
to the
to this.
point where I'm driving
It's
to.
just let him
But
not
in
just
our
waste his time
country,
writing.
they will try to bring you down by calling you number one, over Sabi, number two, ITK, number all those things. You bring someone down without even listening to the person. You feel that the person is saying something
Who
from his
brought you
heart,
down
saying
here?
something from his mind.
Who
He's now
brought
an
you down? What
ITK,
is wrong
he's
in
now an
asking you to change your
Obasabi.
CV?
This is the problem. Not with pride,
Are you
but
aware?
with
Are
what
you
they
aware that
can do.
you can
And no
also
one is
apply
trying
to
to
that
bring their
foreign
shoulder
state?
down. No one is
Are
trying
you
to
aware
tell
that
them that they are Obasabi.
you
No
can
one is trying
also
to
go
tell
and work
them
there
that
as an aspirant
they are
expatriate?
a commissioner said this. Therefore, they put an emblem on your two shoulders. That is not how it is done. And this is what I'm trying to explain to you.
Whoever
But it seems that
has
I am now the Oversabi and I am now the grateful person for a job that I have not even gotten.
whoever has certain skills that is marketable globally sits in the comfort of their home
And get a
and
job.
and apply for remote jobs. Again, I said that again. I know people that after doing the programs that they've done, which I paid for, and they work. Some of them are now even in the southeast, and they are making monies in dollars. So anyone. Let me tell you this: anyone who actually banks on whether government job or whatever. I mean, that's in this modern day and age. How much would even the government pay you? How much? 100,000. What's that? 100,000? It's less than 40 pounds. I mean, come on now. We can do something better. So, my dear, there is no need to really quarrel about this.
I'm not
The
quarreling,
space, hold up,
Mazi.
you are
I'm
by
not.
by the way
That
you're
is why
dragging
you
this
see this
unnecessary.
is a this
The
is a
space was
space
opened up
where you
for,
don't even know who
I
and who
think,
is talking.
ah,
Do you know
brother,
me before? Do
please,
you know my
Oga,
real name? Do you
because
know
I
where I
don't
am
need you.
from? Have you
Oga,
seen me before?
you are the Alpha and Omega. I know. I'm me. I
How?
am
How am I
nobody.
the Alpha and Omega? This is the
You asking me if
problem.
I know you now, or did your parents not tell you your name? What do you say? Do I know
This is
you?
the problem. When someone holds a commission and say, look at what I've been through from conversing with this politician, and you are like, you have an opportunity, you have a privilege. And this is what we are saying.
Of course, it is a privilege. Even if it's, let me tell you, even if it's a burger master, even if it's your counselor in one of the remotest village in I don't know, in South Africa or in England, for the fact that these people, their offices are guarded, that even aside when the politicians are doing an election, that they can start knocking on your door. Even when the politicians come to your door to knock, it's still a privilege for you and him to talk, because you can bang the door in his face, say I don't want. So
Mazi,
it's still a
this is a
privilege. So I don't know why
minister,
you're
this is a
making.
commissioner for information, for goodness
And it's
sake.
not a commissioner
Do you
for
know the
giving
meaning
you
of
job.
information? Do you know the meaning of commissioner for information?
Please
And someone came out and
ask
told
the
you he studied
governor.
information
No, no, no.
management
Ask the governor to
technology
give you his job
and ask you
description. His
if there
job
is a
description does
job.
not include giving you job.
No,
If you want us to be
first
very
of all,
blunt.
as a commissioner of information, there are things you ask that person first, because you're a commissioner for
If,
information
now let
and
me now
someone
tell you.
told you
You
that.
see where your disrespect comes from, and I
See
must be
this.
blunt
Oh
now.
my god.
No, no, no. I said, listen. The space has a title. No, the space has a title. It says, "Commissioner for Information is here to give
Uh-huh.
an update on the president visit." How does that concern job now?
No, we were asked to give him question, and he took three questions, and my
On
own
the
question was the
president visit.
second question. Okay, And he's the commissioner for information. And the question I gave him directly was into his own field. Do you know if someone on a federal level, anyone on this space, asks that person that you studied information management technology, I'm not even sure. When I say it, you feel like it's a kind of pride. When someone tells you he's a medical doctor and you are a doctor, a specialist in that field, you should know what they are saying. We are talking about managing information. We are not just talking about pressing computer. There are questions he's supposed to ask me. And I asked him a simple question. Are there jobs? I didn't ask him if there's job in the government house. This is where the misconception comes in.
You said you need a job. You seriously need a job.
Yes,
That
that
was
was
what
the
you said.
point. Okay. Now I even added I seriously need a job. And this was the point. He said this
Are
one
you
go
are
hard.
you aware? Are you aware as in his portfolio, there is no room for him to open spaces to offer people job opportunities. Are you aware?
Okay, now you would want to have a conversation with me. That is good. That is why I wanted us to have this space. Now you are calm now and you are having a conversation with me. I'm breaking down to my level. Okay, if you don't have the capacity to create a space and talk about job, you will not be talking about the government you are serving, because the people you are
How?
talking to are banking on that particular government for
How?
different
How?
things.
How do you mean? He came here to give us.
Wallahi, I think say na only like Mohammed they give us problem before, sir. I don't know say the problem too much. Guys, I'm gonna be leaving the space because this one I didn't come in, I
Okay,
didn't bargain for this.
let me say
Oh,
something.
I don't
I
think the
don't
guy is normal.
think,
I think the
let
guy
me,
has some
Michael,
concerns with you.
Michael, let me say something. You see, I just don't know why this our brother is feeling entitled. I don't know why you think
I'm not
he's.
feeling entitled. This is the problem.
Ikenga, he has
Oh my
information
God.
management technology. Ikenga, you don't have it, and I don't have it. So let him.
Because I don't know why you think
See, look,
commissioner
Ikenga, at the
Ganja,
end of the day, we'll all
ganja,
laugh about this
ganja,
particular matter
ganja,
because I
ganja,
have been
In
surviving
fact,
without
now
that.
your
ganja.
name
Can
is
I ask you
beginning
a
to
I
make
have,
question?
sense
okay,
because your name
Michael,
is
see,
spelled Ganja.
I have been surviving
Can I
without that
ask you a question,
commissioner.
ganja?
And even
Can
if
I
that
ask a question,
commissioner
ganja?
gives me a job or not, it does not change the fact
Okay, can I
that
ask you a
this,
question, ganja?
yeah, as
You said you graduated from which university, please?
me,
Yeah,
I graduated from Futo.
from Futo.
Yes,
Your GDP
3.2.
3.2, not even 3.5, not even 2.1, 2 low, second class, lower division, right?
Which one is like? Don't you know what 3.2 means?
Your 3.2 is 2.2.
Yes, 2
It's lower
2.
division, second class, lower division.
Yes.
That's what you came
Oh,
out with.
so is 3.2 Arsenal or Manchester? Because which one is it?
Now that
No,
3.2 you are asking me, there is a trader from Agolo who had third class, and today he is the epic of Ali Igbo, and his name is
yeah.
Peter.
Uh-huh.
He graduated
Your
with
arrival
third
is no
class,
small.
so
But he's not
It's
telling
not the
people to give
discussion
him
here.
job
it's
now. He
not
created
what.
his
Who
own
It's
gave him
job.
not
job?
what.
Where
Say
did he
it.
work in the first place? Where have you ever worked in the first place? He
He
asked
say
anybody for
what?
employment. Where did Peter ask anybody for employment and worked? Where?
How can you know about this? Did Peter tell you when he was in school? Did Peter
Yeah,
tell you when he bought shares in
he
Access
told us
Bank
when he was in
or
school how
Diamond
he
Bank?
opened a
Did he tell
supermarket.
you all those things?
No, he told us how he opened a shop in school,
That was
UNN.
when you had it in 2023. All the years
Exactly.
Peter graduated from school, where were you? Probably
No,
you
no,
were
no.
not born then.
I was born, but
You were
no. We
not,
are
if
talking
you were
to,
born, you never knew him. You never
but he
knew
told us
if he
about.
even
I
went
don't like. I
to,
don't
you
know you.
never
Like
knew
I
him
don't know
at
you.
all until he became the
Like
governor of Anambra State. That
exactly.
was where you
That,
started hearing about Peter for the first
exactly.
time.
But we never heard he worked anywhere before. He asked for employment anywhere before with his third class.
Good, but he asked for employment to get a job that he was doing before he became Anambra State governor.
Which
He did
job?
not just
Which
wake
job?
up and become a
Which job?
governor.
Which job now?
There
Which
were
job?
people he asked for job. In fact, that
Which
man's
job? Which
portfolio
job?
is
Which
so
job is
long that you can't even comprehend, including this your economy that is in shambles today.
yes,
He was
yes,
under Goodluck Jonathan. He
yes,
was inside the economic circle, working there.
yes, yes.
Are
Accepted.
those not jobs?
Accepted. I'm
So
asking
didn't he
you,
apply for
who
those
did?
jobs?
No. He didn't apply to those jobs. He was invited to those jobs
Invited
as
as
a
how?
kid.
He just finished
As a
university and
kid.
someone
As,
invited him.
no. Not when he finished from school. He has already been a governor before that.
Okay,
Are you
before he
aware?
became a governor. So Peter just finished from Nsukka and they just invited him to start working.
No, he has his life going for him before he came into politics.
So Peter never worked in any public office or
Yes,
any job at
yes,
all. He was
yes.
just selling
If not,
spare
tell me.
parts.
Yes, if not, tell me where.
You see the problem with you, eh?
I asked you a
You
question
see
now.
the
If
problem
he
with
has,
you.
tell me where.
You that is asking me this question, Michael. Are you telling me now that you've never served under someone? You just finished your school after your father sent you to school and you just established yourself. You did not work under anybody. Is that what
No,
you are
I
trying to
didn't work.
tell me?
I didn't need to. If I want to work under somebody, maybe I want to learn something from
That
that
is your
person.
own problem. We are more than 30 people in this space.
And your
And
own
your
problem is
own
what?
choice is not the same thing with other people in this space.
Okay, and what is your own problem now?
My own problem is when you apply for something, someone should give you a direct response, a yes or
No,
a
you came here
no.
to tell us you are the best in your field. I only found out that you graduated with second class lower division.
Peter Obi, who is the pride of the East,
But Peter Obi is not requesting to be given a job on his face
I
now.
don't
yeah,
that
he
that
already
guy gets
requested
first
for
call.
that job before. I graduated with 2-2. Peter Obi graduated with third class. But today, he is the pride of the
I
East.
don't, you can Bill Gates didn't even graduate. But
Bill
Bill Gates
Gates did
doesn't
not
go
go to
about
school. Okay, Bill Gates did not
he
go to
didn't
school,
graduate,
but
but he doesn't
after
go about
all,
telling people
he
he's the
is
best.
now the owner of, I think, Microsoft. So what
Exactly.
is
But
your point
he
exactly?
doesn't go about telling people he's the best in his field. You aren't the best in
You
your
say
field.
what?
By your
Bill
attitude,
Gates doesn't go about telling
if
people
by
he's
You
the
your
say
best
Bill Gates is the
attitude,
academically.
best in what?
by
I
your
say
attitude, by
Bill
your
Gates is
attitude,
not the best in his field, unless you
I
don't know
no,
the
exactly.
he didn't
history.
say that.
And this is my own field. You are coming to my own field, which is computing.
Are you the best
Bill
in your
Gates was
field?
never the best
What
in his field. Bill Gates
exactly?
actually
That's what
bought
I
that
said.
software. Do
I
your
know. I
research.
know.
You know,
I know.
it has become clear that
The guy
uh,
gets
uh,
fucked up. Go to his
cramming,
wall. Go
cramming,
to his wall and
cramming
see.
does something to us. Anyway, I
Cramming
think
how? How is Bill Gates the best in his field? What are you guys driving at? That
Jesus
Bill Gates
Christ.
succeeded in a software that he purchased
it's
and
quite,
advanced in that software
it's
does
quite
not mean that
astonishing
he's
that
the best. What are you saying?
after 12 midnight, we are here arguing with somebody with no name actually that we can't even place who you are arguing with. I mean, it's
The
quite crazy.
Michael
It's
I'm
nonsense.
talking with, Emu is in his profile. And the owner of the space, the host of the space, has a logo. So what
But
are
he
you
has a
people
name.
even pointing at, for
No, but
goodness
he has
sake?
a name. His name is Ikenga.
His name is Ikenga. Now I don't have a
Yes.
profile, but I told you where I am
No,
from.
but is your name Ganja? Because Ganja is Igbo, smoking stuff.
Ganja Yoruba.
So is it,
Is
that's what is in
someone's
your
name
name.
official? What is the meaning of official?
Ikenga. Let's change the topic. Move the mic. The guy gets cussed. I don't go his profile. The guy gets
Okay,
cussed.
okay.
Move
I
on.
have square now. I have square. Nah,
Okay, it's okay. I think we have to end it here because where is it? Where is another thing? Way to talk? unless I don't even know what to say because
Ikenga,
Official Ikenga. When
Ikenga,
you
I
come
am
to a
done.
space, you jam different group of people. All right. And
yeah, you are
you jammed
right.
me this
You are
night. You
right.
never knew
Because,
me before. But for some
yes,
weird
so
reason, someone came out and told me that he has spoken to me for 5, 10 minutes and he know my
you
kind
are
of
right.
person.
You are
He
right.
has
You
known
are
this
right.
and
I
that.
really jammed somebody today. You are
You say
right.
what?
I jammed somebody today. Like you said, if I come to space, I would jam somebody.
Oh ho.
I, I jammed Ganja today.
Oh ho.
And
Many people, even there is somebody listening in this space. His name is nonconformist. And if you follow this guy and talk, you know that this guy is very educated, right? That, like Mike said, in his own state, oh, this and that, we are all Igbos for goodness sake. Let me just make that point clear. I must not come from Enugu or Anambra states, all right? We are all Igbo guys. And me and you deep down know the point I'm driving at. You might deny it, you might argue with it. But there are things when you have a commissioner in a space and you give a direct question to a commissioner. I hope, hopefully, he won't even listen to this space. But all of us here, we are talking as youths who know what we are fighting for. Is this how we continue? There is a direct question thrown at a commissioner.
What are you fighting for?
What?
um um um
Oh my God.
Ganja, hold on.
And Namu, I
Uh,
dey hear you, Jare.
Dr. Mefor is the Commissioner for Information, Anambra State, not Minister of Information. Oh.
Exactly. I might not get the
Uh-huh.
point very, very clearly because if it was a minister, yeah, he will not even give that response. And if it was a minister and this space was recorded, they will even use that term for his political campaign anywhere in the future. Now you guys understand where I'm coming from. He might be a commissioner, maybe his hands are tied for some places. But when we see a leader in a space, it does not mean that he's Jesus Christ. It does not mean he's a God, for goodness sake. You ask him a
So
question
when you
and he
meet
gives
when
you a
you meet a
direct,
minister, when you
you
meet
should
a
expect
minister
a
on the
direct
stage,
answer.
listen,
You
listen.
say
When you
what?
meet a minister in the space or whoever that is in political position in the space, it is
Yes.
your right to ask him for a job. Is that what you're saying?
I did not hear you clearly. Sorry. What did you
If you
say?
meet a minister, a commissioner, or anybody in the federal position in a space, public space, discussing on another topic, it is your right, as you see it, to ask him for a job.
No,
You
you
think
don't
it's your right?
understand. There were three questions thrown at him. A commissioner
No, no,
must
the
not be
one that came,
prepared.
I'm talking about the one that
Listen,
came from
Michael.
you.
A commissioner must
The,
not be prepared for the question he will meet.
no, the
If
one
it was
that
not
came
in a
from
space, if
you.
it
You
was an
made a
open
request.
space,
It was not a question.
do
You
you
made
know
a
that
request
there was a governor of one of these states that when he was doing his campaign, when he was raising hand, waving hand, someone from nowhere brought out CV and gave, when police was holding the guy, his aides and all these things were holding the guy, he ran to this man and gave him his CV. Now camera captured all these things. That man has no choice but to attend to that particular CV
because he wants to.
because
He wants to.
it's not because he wants to, because he must do
He's
it.
not obligated because he wants to.
Because no, not wants to, because he must do it. Because
He
if
must.
when camera was capturing that guy and police were beating that
Now I
guy,
understand your
it will
reason.
be
Because you
an
threw it to the
image.
commissioner,
It will be a black
because you threw
image
it to the
on him.
commissioner, he must do it.
He said
He
what?
can change this topic. Change this. Change, talk about another thing, my brother. I don't engage.
Jobs. All right. I created this account so basically for Yoruba people because of what they have talked about our people. So I am using this account just for bigotry's sake.
My brother,
And
I
when
don't
I
belong to that
encounter
bigotry state.
someone of
I don't
mine
differentiate Yoruba,
as a
Hausa,
commissioner,
or Igbo. No, we
be
are
it an
Nigerians. I
Enugu
don't do your
commissioner,
bigotry
be
something.
it an
So take it out
Anambra
of here.
commissioner, be it an Ebonyi commissioner, I will ask him a direct question. And when he does not give me that direct answer, I am not satisfied. I might give him that
Okay,
respect, but we as youths in the group, we have to discuss on
discuss
ourselves
what? Discuss
and
your
ask
job
ourselves if
types.
this is the right approach.
Are we to
And when
discuss your job
we
types?
might
Your
disagree
job
to
types here.
agree, it does not change the fact that someone else one day
I'm
will
asking
still
you.
do the same
You
thing
ask
I
somebody
did.
for a favor, and the person
And the
told you what
circle
to
goes
do.
on.
And the moment the guy stepped down
Even
from
if
the
he did
speaker
not give me
section,
that job,
you
I will
return
not
back here to
die.
talk about him.
I am Igbo first, and I am trained
Yes,
to struggle.
yes,
Let that
yes.
sink in.
Your evil.
I will never
Dr.
die,
Lom
whether I
Mefor
get
is
that job
Hausa,
from a commissioner or
Fulani blood.
not.
Abi?
And this is not
Dr. Lom
about
Mefor is not
pride.
Igbo, he's Fulani blood.
This is just the truth.
I'm
But
asking
what
you, you are Igbo first. And Dr. Lom
people
Mefor is
don't
from
like
here.
the truth. When you say the truth, they feel
Ganja,
that you are an
ganja,
oversabi
ganja,
or an
ganja,
ITK,
ganja,
which is
ganja,
wrong.
ganja. Let me ask you: Are
With
you
this
are
said,
you
I will
are you
just mute my
among?
mic and
Are
listen.
you okay?
Thank you.
Are you among the agitators? These across the River Niger agitators. Are you among them? Ganja. I don't know if you can hear me.
He heard you very well. Go to his profile. Tinubu is showing drugs from Tinubu said and stuff like that. Go to his profile and read. You understand where he's coming from.
You know,
He's listening to you.
when the agitator speaks, you will know. So
He thought that he was thinking that when Mr. Mefor left, when Dr. Law left, all of us will attack Dr. Law. You know me on this space, Kenga, that I always contrast with Dr. Law with my questions. But
of
tonight,
course.
I just listened. I just listened to him to give me information. In all information he gave, there was nothing to contrast. That was why I didn't take up the mic. I only waited for this guy. I only pick up this mic when this guy started saying so. I knew exactly what he was going, where he was going to. You understand? I knew he came here to gaslight us against the law Mefor that he doesn't know what he's doing, blah 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 blah, and ask the next you would have wanted why did they give Tinubu chieftaincy? Go to his wall and see. That would be his question. Why did they
Yeah,
give a chieftaincy
that
to Tinubu?
means that means no one a struggling person is
Very very a struggler with right.
because if I one thing about strugglers, the struggling people, they always have problems. The way you can't satisfy them.
No, everything in Nigeria must go down. Everything in Nigeria must go down. That's them.
Now it's not easy to be a struggling person though, especially online struggling people. They are always angry. Anything in the way you way. Each year, Tinubu also has a why. Each year also has it because of to my greatest
Kenga,
of
we wanted to discuss a topic before long before was
very,
introduced.
very, very important. But abroad is something we can do today because they had a very, very important this thing, a topic. So I
No,
think
we can discuss to the point that we can get tired of everybody maybe in the next 1 hour. Than rather than to engage somebody he didn't come here for anything, but rather than to disrupt us and do some
if
certain things. Why is the hostel not here? Didn't you send him a notification?
huh?
Hostel,
It's again.
I better Benjamin.
I don't know. I want ever hacker. I send the
He said,
chairman. I
okay,
send the both of them here in my box. I'm from
okay,
a,
very good.
a
Ah,
back. So today, the main topic in I wanted us to to talk of solution, how to stop these quarter-line people. Woman, I managed to extract ebe ndị anụmanụ lead all these agitators where they get their method or the formation they are using to govern all these online struggling people. It's like ganja is part of them because I don't know the problem ganja with the title Enyelo Tinubu in Anambra State, but that's just by the way. I want us to look at something here because most of these um, online struggling people, they are extremists, most of them, and they derive joy in pain of others, and they score only own goal. And when somebody send a message, it seems that these people they love scoring own goals. They will score, they will celebrate, they will give themselves pass mark. But that's just by the way. Last time I discussed a whole lot of things that contributed to this insecurity and when our place today. And I won't I be again. Now the next thing I get discuss about the solution. The solution. So I don't know if anybody at all ma any steps we have to take to stop these quarter-like people that we are facing today in our land. When I say quarter-like people, these so-called struggling people, the agitators, they are not agitating for anything. They are just a bunch of sadists, people that you can never satisfy them. Anything you do makes them angry. If you like, give their father the president of Nigeria, they will still not be happy. Their problem is infinity. It will never end till the day they will die. So, my question here, Bo, do any of us here were the everlasting solution to these people madness? What can we do to stop these people on our own? Low and the steady. I listened to Ngozi Olabueze ebe ọ na-complain na Nigerian government je gwa Finland now call them terrorists. But I now said to myself, is it not the same Ngozi Olabueze that said that the Finland authorities with them, that their prime minister was I don't know, politician or whatever in Finland? Now the same people are screaming that the Finland authority even wrote to United States of America that she's a terrorist, and that's what she is. So to show you that the Nigerian government is not sleeping, forget that people are discrediting them. Some of them are unprofessional. So if anybody have anything to say, please go ahead.
Yeah, Ikenga. You talk about what Ngozo Arabez or Abu Fulani or Boro Fulani is talking, and the information about Finland. You waste your time giving attention to those people. They are sinking, and they know they are sinking. What I'm more concerned is about what these guys have proposed. Because every one of them will lecture on it. The 30th of May threats to people that if you come out, whatever happens to you, you should not hold anybody responsible. They issued this person doesn't believe. He goes his way. It's like a church. A church may decide we are not going to eat meat today because it's our holiday. You don't go to the market and tell people not to sell meat. The meat will still be available for anybody that wants to buy meat to buy. But if I'm a Catholic or an Anglican and my belief or my faith forbids that I eat meat, I don't eat meat on a certain date, it's my choice. I may have meat in my fridge, but that whole day I will not eat. It's my choice. But why force other people? Your neighbor must not eat meat. He must not cook with meat. That is terrorism. Tomorrow, like what I responded to most of them. I said, now, you've given these threats. That very day, there must be killing. And the next moment, you all will come out here to deny it. It will now become DSS killing. So that is the problem. And very unfortunately, I think in our region, in Nigeria or West Africa per se, they are having exams on that very period. And you are about for the optimum time to stop our children from writing their exams. Because in the city, in the core city, students like in the center of Onitsha, Oka, Enugu, or where Umuahia will have the opportunity to go and write the exams without no qualms. But the ones in our remote villages, they will be too threatened to go sit for the examination. And this is what we are doing to ourselves, and tomorrow we'll look for who to blame. But like I always tell them, do your crime, but be bold enough and man enough. When you are challenged with your crime, to say, yes, I did it. And do your time and take the penalty, take the punishment. Like Nnamdi Kanu, now he comes to tell us that he issues his orders, but he's like, he doesn't mean it. It's like a father telling a child, don't, I will kill you. Does it mean that he's going to kill his father? So to them all is content creating. He was creating content while he was making those threats. And while he was making those threats, he was watching people killed based on those threats. Now it's time for you to answer to the law. You assume that you didn't mean what you were saying. It was a joke to you. The same thing is still happening. But for their propaganda, what is happening in Finland, if you know Europe very well, nobody can gaslight Europe. There's a guy they call Puigdemont in Spain, the head of the Catalonia. That guy is in the parliament of Spain, elected. He did gragra with one kind of, what they call it, referendum. He's still on exile today. He's still on exile. He's elected, though. Elected in the parliament with the other people that is in the parliament. They organize a sham of a referendum for separation. After that, the government came for him. They arrested some of his members. They are still sitting in jail without bail. And he flew to Belgium, where he is till today. The same thing happened in the other part of Spain, the ETA region. The guy was hiding somewhere in Spain for years. Finally, his identity was blown and he was arrested. So there are things that you do, you expect the consequences. Do whatever you want to do, but be ready. You can't force anybody to do your bidding. If you're elected, you go through the normal process to ask for whatever you're asking. You have the right to ask it, and I have the right to say no. That is the way life goes. Thank you. I think I have to stop now, not to take too much of your time, and allow other people that want to make contribution to do the same. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Michael. If you want to say something, you raise your hand, so I will call you. But now let's look at this. I want us to look at what is even this radicalization we have been for some months now trying to de-radicalize those who are radicalized by all these animals in the name of fighting for restoration of Biafra. Now, when you talk of radicalization, it's a process by which an individual comes to believe that violence in a public place is acceptable. Once that person accepts that, he or she becomes an extremist, and when act on it, you become a violent extremist. So today, these people we are talking about, the so-called agitators, they are complete violent extremists because of their belief. They celebrate violence, and it gives them joy to hear that somebody died. It gives them joy to hear that a place is set ablaze. It gives them joy to hear that somebody's car is hijacked or somebody is killed. And today, I wanted to ask Honorable Commissioner a question. When he talked of Nnamdi Kanu and sit at home, but I said, anyway, that's not the topic of the day. I just allowed him to give us information and go. The next time, I will make sure I'm your Honorable Commissioner. That time, on visit, because I was told by Senator that they visited Nnamdi Kanu. What was the discussion there? But now, I discover ebe Nnamdi Kanu si wee weta ịma he governed these people with 48 logs of power, and the ịga na law 27 also play on people's need to believe to create a court-alike following. And now look at the judgment. Even at the judgment also that people have an overwhelming desire to believe in something, become the focal point of such desire by offering them a course, a new faith to follow. Keep your word vague, but full of promise. Emphasize on, he said, emphasize over the rationality and clear thinking. Give your new disciple rituals to perform. Ask them to make a sacrifice on your behalf. In the absence of your organized religion and the grand causes, he said, your new belief system will bring you untold power. Now, then ihe anụnwa bụ exactly ife eji wee jide ndị anụnwa n'ọlụ. Now, ọ sị gị how to curate a court in 5 easy steps. Number 1, you keep it vague, keep it simple. Number 2, emphasize the visual and the sensual over the intellectual. Number 3, borrow the form of organized religion to structure the group. Number 4, disguise your source of income. Number 5, set up us versus them dynamic. Now, I want to take this number 4 because back age okay, no. Let me take number 5. Back age these people no set up an us versus them dynamic. Now, the group is now large and striving. In initial, they will set in, and the time and the burden will also hold on. Let me take it again. He said the group is now large and striving, a magnet attracting more and more particles. If you are not careful, though initials They are part of an exclusive club, unified by a bond of common goals. Then, to strengthen this bond, manufacture the notion of the diverse and us versus them dynamic. If I put the main problem and a face to believe that every educated person in Igbo land bo intellectual, making people to believe now well people who don't want you to achieve that goal, you set it for your people. But the twist to this thing or bona or a plan and a very big evil plan against innocent people who believe this person is a messiah. Makonya no where anybody do enemy. For example, Ntua Nnamdi Kanu no, nobody care onye Nnamdi bụ. Nobody onwere onye care. Ife ọbụna ọ na-eme, ọ na-eme on his own. Ife kpata people ji wee bido nyebe attention bụ mgbe people bido nwụba. It's not as if na o nwere onye chi bụ enemy. Na only worry people nwe bụ na people na-anwụ and na they destroy property that belongs to people. But Nnamdi managed to create that us versus them dynamic. Now, anybody that don't believe in the ideology, you become enemy. Anybody surrounding yourself with luxury, you become living proof of the soundness of your belief system. Never reveal that your wealth actually comes from your followers pocket. Instead, make it seem to come from the through of your methods. Now, if I know about exactly he will make it to look like now the billions and trillions is actually nothing by disguising the source of his income, making it to look like the money is not coming from you. Onya Kojabo, last time I could you might tell some button now they kind of said these people should not go to finance. And it's true. Kelifo USC people should not go to finance because he want to disguise his source of income. He want to make it look like the money is just coming out of blue. The money is just coming out of his method, not by people. But he actually live by couple people contribute on daily basis. And these couple people bring amount to millions of dollars. And the question is, where is this money? Where is this money? This money as it is. Nobody can say, oh, this who I can go to and this person will give me account, or this who is holding the money. You will know who is holding the money, but where the money is, you don't know. The reason Njuwe Wambo Funa with this book, but all the very, very important 48 Laws of Power and the Law 27. If these people in searching as you must for the method that will gain you the most having a large following opens up all sorts of possibility for deception. Not only your followers will worship you, they will defend you.
Ikenga,
Yes.
Don't you think this was the mistake of Igbo leaders?
What?
Don't you think? Yeah.
Oh, now you come because I thought as much. Okay, tell me how is the mistake of Igbo leaders?
Now you mentioned the book 48 Locks of Power. Now, without the failure of Igbo leaders, I don't think Nnamdi Kanu will be in the picture of today. So I ask you again, don't you think this was the failure of Igbo leaders? Now, if you answer me that question, I will now tell you why I asked you that question. Don't you think this
No,
was the failure of Igbo leaders?
you can tell me why because I don't think so.
Okay, now,
It's not that. Listen to
okay,
me.
now,
I'm not trying. Let me.
let me
Can you hear
let
me?
me let me go on now,
No,
please.
let me.
The
Let me.
war,
Let
the
me be
war,
clear.
the Biafran
No, let
war
me be clear.
ended. Sorry.
Yeah, let me be clear so you understand me. I'm not trying to say that Igbo leaders are perfect, right?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say they are perfect. They have their own ups and downs and they have their own failure and other things. But I don't think whatever Nandi is doing today is as a result of Igbo leaders' failure. I don't think so.
Good, good. Now let me write on. I'll write you on that part. Now keep this in your memory. When did Nnamdi come into the picture? Can you remember the particular year Nnamdi started using radio to communicate to his followers? Can you just
2000, 2013 upward.
2013? Let's just say 2012. Now, when did the Biafra war end? Which particular year did the Biafra war end? Are you there?
1970. 1970.
1970. Now, from 1970.